The following program was recorded at Gartner's Supply Chain Executive Conference in Scottsdale, Arizona. I'm pleased to welcome Supply Chain Brain Managing Editor, Bob Bowman.
One of the most respected organizations in the world of supply chain management is the Institute for Supply Management. I am pleased to be joined today by Paul Novak, CEO of the Institute for Supply Management. We're going to talk about new patterns and trends and careers in the world of purchasing and supply management. Paul, welcome.
Thanks. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you for being with us. Talk a little bit, first of all, about what types of career path trends that you see in your world of purchasing and supply management.
Sure. I think that the first and biggest trend that's happened, and probably trend meaning over the last 15 years, 10 years, is the growth of supply chain management programs at universities. So you're getting graduates who choose to go into supply chain management. And when I say supply chain management, I don't mean the narrow definition that some use of logistics. I mean the whole world of supply management. Prior to that, people ended up in it frequently by accident, fell in love with it, worked on it becoming a profession. But this has been a remarkable change in that we have all these young people coming out with both BAs and MBAs in supply chain management.
So you actually see there is some kind of a general awareness now about the whole profession of supply chain management, because it's been complained by many others that still today a lot of high school and college students have no conception whatsoever of this whole world.
I think that issue still exists. It's diminished but not gone. I think we have the same problem in a lot of companies that senior management, in particular CEOs, don't get it. In the auto industry, for example, and most of the executives there do get it, 75 to 80% of the cost of goods sold are spent outside the organization. And so all of a sudden you realize you better pay attention to that and do it well, you know.
Well, now, one of the things perhaps that's promoting the image of supply chain management in the world today is the notion of certification. You, of course, play a huge role in that. So talk a little bit about the world of certification and how that is affecting the profession of supply chain management.
We join a lot of other associations in having a certification program, and certification programs play an essential role in building a profession because it defines the body of knowledge that you have to master in order to have command of the profession and knowing what you have to do. And we have the Certified Professional in Supply Management, the CPSM, and it's like the CPA. That is, it's a professional level certification. It's not a level in the organization certification.
What are some of the benefits of the CPSM designation?
Well, let's look at it first from the company's point of view and then from the individual. From the company's point of view, what all certifications do is they declare that the individual has mastered the body of knowledge at some base level. I mean, there'll be people above that level, but at least at some base level. So when you put them in a room together to talk, everybody is talking from the same page. And I've had a number of CPOs, Chief Purchasing Officers, say that's what one of the benefits they found when they encouraged all their people to go become certified, is that suddenly they were all talking the same language with the same knowledge. From the individual's point of view, our recent salary survey indicates that CPSMs earn on average 23% more than non-CPSMs. But more importantly, when we survey people as to why they get their CPSM, it's really a declaration, a personal declaration of a commitment to the profession and a personal challenge to make sure that they know they've mastered the body of knowledge. So it's very personal. Most people don't tell us they pursue it to either get promoted or get a raise.
And yet it does make an individual more marketable, does it not?
Without question, it makes you more marketable. More and more companies prefer it. Not many actually require it. And more companies embrace it within the company and encourage all of their people to pursue it, and the company pays the costs of doing it.
Is there a typical CPSM What types of industries do these individuals tend to be in?
Oh, wow. Certainly manufacturing probably has a disproportionately large share of CPSMs, but they cut across every conceivable industry, including not-for-profits. So only by numbers would you say manufacturing, but it really is. In the CPSM itself has nothing to do with an individual industry.
Did it kind of get its start in manufacturing, or did it start in a number of places all at once?
Oh, it started in a number of places all at once. The CPSM is relatively new. We just rolled it out about 3 years ago. And we had a different certification. Prior to that, we had a purchasing certification. And as we changed our focus to the broader supply management, which purchasing is one of 14 components, we then broadened our certification out to this. And when we launched it, you have to have so many people take the exams to do the psychometrics to make sure the tests are valid and test knowledge and those sorts of things. We had 2,500 people take the exams to establish our baselines, and they were in just about every industry you could think of.
Psychometrics, that sounds a little bit scary.
Yeah.
What are the requirements for CPSM?
A bachelor's degree, it doesn't matter what field it's in, and a bachelor's degree that's from an accredited university, and that's important because it's not just an American program, it's a global program. Korea has the second highest number of CPSMs in the world after the United States, just as an example. So whoever accredits in other countries, the government tends to accredit universities. Here we have private not-for-profit accrediting bodies. So we look at that. And then 3 years of work experience before you can become certified.
And the actual process, I mean, what types of, what do you have to go through in order to acquire the level of knowledge or testing to get the certification?
Well, we encourage the supply chain students we were talking about a few minutes ago to take it as they finish either their senior year, or their second year, or their MBA, because the exams are good for 4 years, and you have to have 3 years experience. So if they go get a job, they'll be able at the end of 3 because they've already studied all the material that you can study. Most people take the diagnostic. We have a diagnostic exam that you can take, and then it tells you what areas that you really need to focus on, and then you can buy from us or just go read in those areas that you need to build your knowledge in before you test.
So how long is the process about?
Depends on your commitment. If you really want to get in there and get it done, you can get it done 3 months. 6 months probably more realistic. And most people feel the need to study. My staff does not like it when I say this, but I say to you, if you come and talk to me and you've been working in supply management for 10 years, I say go test. It's what you do every day. Just test, or go take the diagnostic and study where you're weak. It's what you do, and if the test is valid, you should be able to do pretty well on it because we test what you do, and you're applying that body of knowledge. And the test itself has very few recall questions, questions like when was the War of 1812. It has many more questions that say why was there a War of 1812, and what's called application questions.
Sounds like a very valuable certification. So, Paul, thank you very much for enlightening us about that and sitting here with us and talking a little bit about the mission of the ISM as well.
My pleasure. Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you. I've been talking to Paul Novak, Chief Executive Officer of the Institute for Supply Management. Thank you very much for watching.